In this video, I'm going to talk about JavaScript's global execution context and this keyword. Let's get started.
Dev delight, development done right. A flex, it's time to get it hype. Tune in, trust you don't want to miss. Teaching you programming and coding.
Whenever you write JavaScript code inside a JavaScript file like this, it creates an execution context. And what that means is JavaScript will create a global object and a special variable this. Now, a global object, it means code that's not inside a function. So let's print out console.log window and console.log.this. If you refresh, as you can see, it prints out the window object. This refers to the global object in this context. The global object is a window, and this is the same thing. So if we have greeting, this variable right now is in the global execution context. Now if we create a function, hello world, let's create str and print it out. If we call it right now, what we're doing is we're creating another execution context. In this case, it will be hello world execution context. Let's print this out. So a way to imagine this, fix this really quick. The way to imagine this is kind of like a stack of cards. Let me draw it for you. So imagine this is the first card. It's a stack. This is a global execution context. And it has the variable greeting. There's another execution context that gets put on the top like a stack. A stack in programming is last in, first out. So it will be executed first after we put it over here on the top. And this will contain the str variable that we have in our hello world function. So first hello world execution, stack gets executed, and then it goes back into the global execution context. Let's print it out here. Refresh. And as you can see, this in the function also points to the same window. What that means is we can assign a variable using this in this function. And then we can print it out in our global execution context. So if we refresh, as you can see, even though we assign testing to this in the function, it still prints out in our global execution context because this refers to the window global object. When it comes to objects, this refers to objects execution context. So for example, let's create an object test. Let's create a name pair str hello world 3. And here we'll have a function that will refer to this .str, and we'll change that to goodbye and then print it out. Now let's call this objects function print. So what we're doing here, we're using object.test and we're calling the print function. Let's refresh. And look what we get here. Console.log.this. It's printing out our object. It prints out our object and it shows print, that's our function, and str, goodbye. So what we did here, we assign hello world 3 to the str, and then we use this to change it. So this shows that this actually does not refer to the global execution context, and instead it refers to the object test. That's why we were able to modify the str of the subject. And also when we print out console.log this, it doesn't show us the window object. Instead, it shows us the object test. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Share it with your friends, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Trust you don't want to miss teaching you programming and coding and JavaScript, all about developing the knowledge to succeed. Computer science background, work with many startup companies. A-Flex, time to give the people your advice. Dev delight, development done right. Hey, yeah, development done right.